I never imagined silence could be louder than words. Yet for the past month, that's all I've known, my wife's cold, heavy silence. No arguments, no explanations, just a wall of quiet filling every corner of our home. Her name is Claire, and we've been married for 12 years. Most of that time, I believe we had the kind of relationship others envied. Laughter, shared routines, late-night conversations about everything and nothing. But one day, without warning, she stopped speaking to me. At first, I thought it was temporary, a passing mood, stress from work. I gave her space, expecting her to come back around. But days became weeks, and still not a word. I tried everything. Cooking her favorite meals, leaving notes by her coffee mug, even asking directly, "Claire, what's wrong?" She'd look at me with an expression so flat, it was like I didn't exist, then turn away. It was worse than anger. At least anger shows passion. This was indifference, and indifference cuts deeper than hate. The house that once echoed with her laughter became a museum of silence. Mornings brought nothing but the ticking of the kitchen clock. Evenings found her scrolling on her phone, eyes glued to the screen, not looking up as I entered. Nights were the hardest. Lie in the same bed, inches apart, yet feeling like strangers on opposite sides of the world. People say silence is golden, but in marriage, silence can be poison. It eats at you, makes you question your worth, your existence. Was I invisible? Had I done something unforgivable? I replayed every conversation, searching for clues, but the more I thought, the deeper the silence sank its teeth into me. Then one afternoon, as I sat in my car after work, my phone buzzed. The number was unfamiliar. I almost ignored it, but something told me to answer. "Mr. Jameson?" a calm, professional voice asked. "This is Dr. Miller's office. We wanted to follow up regarding your wife's recent visits." My stomach dropped. Recent visits? She hadn't mentioned any appointments. I asked cautiously, "I'm sorry, can you repeat that?" The man hesitated. "We were just confirming her next consultation. Is this not a good time?" My heart raced. A consultation? For what? Why had she hidden this from me? When I arrived home that evening, I expected the same wall of silence. Claire sat on the couch, arms folded, eyes blankly fixed on the TV. I said gently, "Claire, I got a call today from Dr. Miller's office. Do you want to tell me what's going on?" For the first time in weeks, she looked at me, and then her voice cut into the quiet like a blade. She said, "Don't act like you don't know." Her eyes narrowed, as if holding back a storm. I froze. "No, what?" I asked. "The calls, the messages, the late nights." "I'm not stupid, James. You think I haven't noticed?" My mind went blank for a moment. Calls, messages, she thought I was cheating. That explained the silence, the wall she had built around herself. But she couldn't have been more wrong. "Claire," I said carefully, "I haven't been unfaithful. There's no one else." She scoffed, crossing her arms tighter. "Then explain why a woman keeps calling my phone asking for you. Explain why you come home late and smell like someone else's perfume." The frustration in her tone wasn't just suspicion. It was raw, deep hurt. I wanted to shout to defend myself, but instead I took a breath. "The calls you're talking about are from a financial advisor. I've been working with them to surprise you, putting money aside, planning a trip, something just for us. That's why I've been late. I didn't want to ruin the surprise." Her face softened, but only for a moment. "And Dr. Miller?" That stopped me cold. "They called me today asking about your consultations." For the first time in a month, she looked caught off guard. Her eyes filled with something I hadn't seen in weeks. Fear. Her voice cracked as she spoke. "I didn't want you to worry. I've been having tests done. They found something irregular. I didn't know how to tell you." Silence returned. But this time it wasn't hostile. It was heavy, suffocating, loaded with unspoken words. My anger drained away, replaced by something else. Guilt. While I had been drowning in confusion, she had been drowning in fear. "Claire," I whispered, sitting beside her, "why didn't you come to me? Why shut me out?" Tears finally fell down her cheeks. "Because I thought, if I kept you at a distance, if I made you hate me, it would hurt less for you later. I didn't want to drag you into this if the news turned out bad. It hit me like a punch. Weeks of feeling unwanted, unloved, invisible, and the truth was, she had been carrying her own invisible weight, protecting me in the only way she knew, through silence. I took her hand, the first contact we'd had in weeks. We're a team, Claire. If something's wrong, we face it together. Don't ever shut me out again. She nodded, her sobs quiet but real, her silence finally broken. That night, the house wasn't filled with words, but with something stronger. The presence of two people who had almost lost each other, but chose to stay. I realized then that sometimes silence is an absence. Sometimes it's just a cry for help, waiting for someone brave enough to listen.